Hey everybody, how are you doing? So it's been over a year since I started this channel and recorded my first few videos. And I wasn't really planning on coming back, but I recently looked back at that one video that I had that really got any kind of views. What was it called? Learn how to play chess, basic tactics, right? Lobster pincer or something. Um, and it had gotten like 600 views, which isn't crazy, right? But it was kind of cool. I mean, it's cool that many people watched my stuff and maybe took something away from it. And I looked through the comments on it, and most of the comments were really nice, and people were very supportive. And so I figured, you know what? I'll come back and I'll make some more videos, and yeah, I'll try to reply to all my comments and things like that. And I don't know, we'll just stick with it for a while and see what happens. Maybe I can provide you guys with some entertainment or teach you something. Let's hop into a 5-minute blitz game, and I'm probably not going to talk a ton about the game, but a little bit. So I kind of wanted to talk about what I want to be doing on this channel, and my answer is I really don't know. Um, I was kind of planning to just do things until I found out what worked. And what I thought was going to be interesting for a lot of people was like how to play chess and how to get better and things like that. Um, and I know I'm not the greatest player of all time, right? But I'm okay, and I definitely think I'm good enough to learn a few things from. This is not how you play the Queen's Gambit, um, but it's probably okay. Sorry, I'm focusing a little bit. Uh, where was I? The one good thing, by the way, is that his bishop is right now blocked in by these couple of pawns, and now he's unleashed this attack. Um, Not that it's that much to deal with, but this doesn't look great for him, right? He can't push that pawn. We have some counterplay here. There's definitely something for my pawn. Uh, anyway, yeah. So I'm kind of thinking like, okay, maybe I continue on down the educational path. Maybe it's a little bit different where I play games and analyze them, or you guys submit games and I analyze those. I don't know exactly what it looks like, um, but I'm not fully giving up on this type of content. This is always the hard part. Um, this is where I always get stuck. So he's attacking this pawn. It's really annoying. I feel like I want to kick this knight. Kind of want to break in the center, but it also seems really bad because it's just opening up his bishop. I really want to play this move and then this move, but I can't. I probably could if I took, though. So let's take. Now if he takes with the queen, yeah. So what I've done here is I've neutralized this bishop. All it has to play with is this little area. That's what I was hoping for. And now I'm thinking I should play for an attack on the king side. So, such is the plan. Um, Alright, I kind of want to do a rook lift, but I was trying to decide how I want to do it. I also need to make some luft for my king. I think maybe this, and then slide the rook in there. Let's see, he's probably looking to play this. This knight is like not very useful. Okay. We anticipated that. Unfortunately, did we make a plan for it? um, Perhaps just this, and then I don't know. One of these squares. Pick a square, any square. I need to get in h4 and h5 probably to get an attack going. But yeah, it might be that I'm reviewing your guys' games. It might be that I'm analyzing my own games. It might be that we're solving puzzles together, or I'm presenting challenges to you. Or maybe I will go down the path of, having you look at certain positions. Um, this bishop isn't quite where I want it to be. Maybe this wasn't the best plan. Although, if I play like this, his knight doesn't really have so many squares. Okay, he already went back. I feel like this attack is gonna work. This attack seems really good. I think if he takes here, I just ignore it, I think. He pretty much has to push. But if I play here, he can dodge mate. By playing this move. But if I play here, can't. Okay, he resigned. Yeah. So, I think he had to play here, right? Well, okay. So this move is mate, right? Um. So I think he needed to play f8. But then when I push h7, he can't get his king off this back rank. So I'm gonna queen with check. In fact, he has to move one over, or it's checkmate. Unless he does something else. I don't know. I don't see how he could block that check. So the question was, like, could he threaten mate? I don't think he could. So yeah, I think that was actually a dominant attack. Let's see what the computer says. I think this was really crushing. Yeah, okay. Was it actually already? Yeah, okay. It's been bad for a long time. Let's do this thing. This is always fun. Let's do this. So if you haven't already seen this, I highly recommend going to Lichess. I'm sure chess.com has this as well. Chess24, I don't know. It's kind of a. I honestly think Chess24 is a pretty bad site, but you can do this learn from your mistakes thing. Wow, 33 average is pretty good. How tough was this guy? 1990. It's not too bad. Oops. Okay. Okay. So I pushed a4. What do you guys think the best move here was? Probably just developing the bishop. Right. This is just in the opening. I'd probably just put my bishop here. Is that best? No. Is it jumping this knight out? Yes. Um, developing this bishop is probably what I would play. I did play this, right? But that was just me being dumb because. Okay. Actually, I'll just explain this part. The reason I pushed a4 is because there's lots of times you are in this position where the rook, the knight, and the bishop are on their starting squares in the queen's gambit specifically, and black has tried to defend its pawn like this. And what you can do is push a4 and take on b5. And when black takes back, you can take with your knight. And the reason why is that in that position, all there is there's a pawn. There would be a pawn, a knight, and a pawn. And so this pawn is being pinned by the white rook. And if there's no bishop here, then there's nothing to take back the rook. Anyway, very, very, very common tactic in the Queen's Gambit, but it wasn't applicable here, so I don't know. The computer likes jumping the knight to the center. Seems fine. I probably would have played bishop e2 if I wasn't being dumb. I was kind of talking to you guys, so this is maybe more interesting. So I played here with the intention of a rook lift, and the computer thought that was a horrific move. So the other move I was considering was g3, just to stop this knight from hopping out. I don't know what other move I would even really consider here. I suppose something like b2. I didn't mean to play it, but b2 to start with rook a1. Or also this move. I mean, you could break in the center, but I don't think that's right. Let's try. This could also be correct. I don't know. What do you guys think it might be? Let's say it's g3. Okay, it's not that. Let's say it's h4. Okay, it's also not that. Is it this? I guess this move does make sense in retrospect. So here's my understanding. The computer wants you to play. Actually, this might be good. What if I do this? Yeah, right. The computer wants you to play e5 here with the sole purpose, really, of stopping your opponent from playing e5. And the reason why is right now this knight is pretty much dead. It can't go to this square. It could go to these two, but after you play like g3, kicking it, or just letting it sit there, it doesn't have any further prospects. Well, I guess I could jump into d3. Actually, pretty interesting that. Oh, okay, this is the best move, but the computer wants to play bishop e4 to just remove that knight. So yeah. Anyway, you don't want your opponent to play this move because if they do get this in, then if you take it, you're setting up a great outpost for the knight. And if you don't take it, well, black can take, and then you have weak pawns in the center, and you're probably gonna have all kinds of trouble. You opened up the center really, and also black can look to reroute his bishop here, right? If you imagine that this pawn's out of the way, black has kind of saved his bishop. By playing e5, you really, really cement this bishop in this cage. It can like never get out. So yeah, a pretty good game. I really liked how we trapped this bishop back here. Very instructive about, if you can lock your opponent's pawns in on the same color as their bishop, then you can really, make an attack on the other side of the board, or something like that, which is kind of what we did in the game. But like as you see, the computer is like it's pretty much even because the computer is going to find all these creative ways to get its pieces out. Um, so yeah. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm not going to go through any more of these because lots of these positions are pretty dry, right? Like, what's the best move here? Um, I don't even know. Is it doing this? Yeah, okay. It wanted me to do this a move early, which I suppose I could have done. My thought process was if I drop back to b4, it takes the knight a lot longer to remove this piece, so I don't have to decide right away whether my attack's going to work. Of course it does work, so I probably should have done it right. Oh, it actually wants me to recapture the knight, so I suppose this is good because like now look at the bishop, it's locked here forever. It's never getting out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you drop a comment and just tell me what you think. Tell me what you would like to see on this channel, maybe what you're not getting from other chess channels, or you can drop me games that you'd like me to review, in form of PGN or whatever. Maybe you should DM me those. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop a comment and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more content. And yeah, keep coming back. I'd love to meet you guys and hang out on the channel. Thanks.